Hi, beautiful souls. This is Donna with Emergency Yoga, and this is our first lunchtime flow and glow class. So I'm very excited to have you here, whether you are live or on the recording. If you have a couple of blocks or books today and a cushion or a pillow, these would be great props. And if you don't, we will adapt as we always do. So grab yourself a comfortable seat. I'm going to sit on a cushion on my mat. But if you would like to sit on your sofa or in some other way, you are more than welcome to do that. And I want you to just find a place of comfort and ease and take a moment to relax the shoulders and give yourself a very straight, strong, steady spine. And you can arrive at your breath breathing easily in and out through the nostrils. But before we really settle into the breath, I want you to also have a chance to just move the body a little bit. So we can start with our shoulders, taking an inhale and lifting the shoulders to the ears and just rolling them mindfully down the back. We'll synchronize this breath and movement. Inhale, shoulders up and down. Take a couple more rounds like this, inhaling the shoulders up and just letting them drop down. One more time, up they go on an inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. Hopefully that releases a little bit of tension for you. We're also going to do the neck. So a couple of options here. You can just inhale and turn your gaze to one side and exhale, turn your gaze in the opposite direction and continue like this. Or if you like to do neck rolls, you can inhale, drop your chin to the right side, and as you exhale, roll your chin over to the left. And then continue like this. So whatever feels okay on your neck. I try to avoid doing these full neck circles. I just find it's a little too much on the back of the neck and the spine. So just a couple of moments to unravel your neck. Just noticing your breath as you do so and trying to gently synchronize breath and movement. And then bring your gaze steady back to center. And you can lower your eyelids or close your eyes completely, or just to even have soft eyes looking gently ahead. And now it's a chance to just tune into your breath. And you don't need to move your breath in any special way today. It's more like you're becoming an observer of your breath and just noticing how your breath feeds you, nourishes you, and creates this life force within you. So just some smooth, easy breath in and out through the nose. Just having that sense of your breath really nourishing the body, mind, and spirit. You might observe the breath and how it feels as it touches the rims of the nostrils as it moves in and out. Or you might observe the rise and fall of your belly and your chest as you inhale and exhale. Almost as though you're stepping outside yourself and just watching the breath move your body. And then notice a little bit more about your body, so how your body feels. If there's any tightness, any places of space and ease without making any judgment on your body. But again, just almost like you're observing the status of your body right now. And you might imagine that you're directing your breath to places that feel tight and allowing them to soften. Beautiful. And then just bring your awareness to your mind. And rather than trying to resist your thoughts today, just allow whatever thoughts are there in your mind to be there, knowing that the thoughts are not necessarily who you are. And just as we did for our body and our breath, imagine that you're just simply observing your thoughts. And you might literally visualize the thoughts moving inside your mind and then drifting off out over an ocean or over the city. And just knowing that all of this body, breath, and mind are what make you the incredible human that you are in your perfectly imperfect form. And if you would like to join your palms to touch at the center of your heart today and open our class with a joyful Om, you're so welcome to join in with that, or you can just let the vibration of Om, the sound of the universe, wash over you. Take a slow breath out through your mouth. Big breath in. Open your eyes and relax your hands. I'm so grateful to be here with you today. If you want to stay seated on your cushion or your block, you can. If not, take it out from underneath you. And if you're not already cross-legged, it would be great to come into Sukhasana, a cross-legged position with your shins roughly parallel in front of you. And if you need to rock a little bit side to side to feel your seat underneath you, go ahead and do that. As you place your hands next to your hips, take an inhale, straighten your spine, draw your belly button in, and exhale, just release the breath. This time, inhale through the nose and sweep the hands up high to the sky. Hold the breath. Exhale, relax, breath out through the mouth. We'll do that 2 more times in this way. Inhale, sweep the fingertips up, hold the breath, draw the belly button to spine. Exhale, maybe a stronger release this time. Last one here, inhale. Hold the breath, hold the breath. Exhale, release. All right, we're going to move a little bit more. Inhale, sweep the hands up, draw belly button to spine. But this time we'll twist to the right side. So the the right hand comes around you, the left hand in front. Keep the shoulders low, keep the heart open, and take a couple of easy breaths here. So rinsing out whatever we don't need, whatever we don't want to bring into our practice right now. Take a long, slow breath out. When you're ready, you're going to inhale back to center, sweep the fingertips to the sky again. This time it's left hand down to the earth. We'll take a side body stretch. Inhale the right hand up. Exhale, reach that top hand over towards the bottom hand, towards the floor. Keep both sit bones and the buttocks on the earth and just feel the stretch through the right side of the body, letting your shoulders relax. Don't hike that right shoulder up to the ear. Take a couple more moments. All the breath out through the nose when you're ready. Take an inhale, slowly reach the fingertips to the sky. And this time we're going to fold forward. So as you exhale, your hands reach to touch the floor in front. If you can't reach, you put a block or something underneath. And you're just going to slide into this forward fold in Sukhasana, as little or as much as feels good for you. So let your gaze be soft. Just relax your gaze onto the floor so your neck is relaxed as well. Let your hips be heavy and your spine long, and take a few easy breaths here. It's a little bit getting into the hip area. Take another full cycle of breath. Maybe even let the breath go through the mouth. When you're ready, you're going to inhale, sweep the hands back to the sky. Exhale, arms come next to the hips. We're going to change the crossing of the legs and do everything on the other side. So if you started on your dominant side, it might feel a little funky to have the other shin in front, but let's do it because you know yogis go both ways. So hands beside the hips, take an inhale, long spine when you're ready. You can sweep the fingertips up to the sky with you. As you exhale, you're twisting left side. Shoulders stay low, collarbones are wide. Try not to arch the lower back. You're drawing belly button to spine here. Take a few easy breaths in and out through the nose. And don't worry, we will be flowing because we will need that to glow at the end of our class. Breathe all the breath out through the nose when you're ready. As you inhale, sweep back to center, fingertips reach for the sky again. This time, exhale, right hand down to the earth. Take your time with it. Inhale, reach the top hand up. Exhale, reach that top hand over towards the bottom hand and feel the side body stretch through the left side this time. Don't let that left hip pull up. You're sinking it down towards the earth and you're melting the top shoulder down towards the floor as well. Take a couple more breaths. And again, just be the observer of your breath, be the observer of your body. Notice what thoughts are in your mind without making any judgment. Breathe out. Inhale, back to the sky, back to center. Exhale, forward fold, Sukhasana. So don't feel you need to push your way into the pose. We're just easing our hips open as we fold forward as little or as much as you need. And if folding forward is not in your repertoire today, that's also okay. You can stay with a straight spine and your hands next to your hips. Couple more breaths here. Just let your gaze soften. And if you are noticing any hard edges of emotions or tension in your body from the previous part of the day today, I want you to just see if you can breathe that out through the nose or the mouth. When you're ready, inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky again. And this time as you exhale, you're going to bring your hands in front of you and step back to downward facing dog in whatever way works for you. So find your downward facing dog, and I want you to spread your fingers wide, have your middle finger pointing forward, bending your knees, dropping your heels down. Let your head relax completely and let the brain drop into the top of your skull. Stretch the sides of your waist back, melt your heart a little more, and then arrive at your breath. And again, just be an observer of your body here. How are you feeling in your downward facing dog today? Can you let your mind and your brain soften as your head hangs here? And then arrive back at the breath. Take two more inhales and exhales here. So 2 more full cycles of breath. Maybe even breathe out through the mouth if that feels nice and releasing for you. I'm going to do 5 flowing dogs. So as you inhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists into plank pose. Drop the knees towards the floor. Don't let them touch. Exhale, press back. Inhale, come forward into plank. Knees lower. You can always drop them down completely if you need a little bit more rest. Exhale, press back. And you're just going to do 3 more in your own time. The inhale, bringing you forward into plank. The exhale, letting your hips press back. You can always keep the knees bent. A couple more rounds here. Just feel this beautiful flow in your body. Circulation of the spine, and we will meet back in downward facing dog. Take your time with it. When you arrive in downward facing dog, take an inhale, press the hips back, let the head stay relaxed, bend the knees deeply. You're going to look between your hands and bring your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Take an inhale for a halfway lift. Take an exhale, fold into Uttanasana, bending your knees as much as you need to. And I want you to either dangle the hands in the head, or if you would like more of a heart opener today, you can reach the arms around behind you and grab onto opposite elbows, or weave your fists together and take the fists overhead. Let the head relax completely. Feel the backs of your legs soften. And let go of any sense of having to push your way into this pose or push your way to straight legs, and just enjoy the sensations that you're experiencing in your body right now. With a slow exhale, you can release your hands down to the shins or the floor. And I want you to find a block or a book or even a cushion will do, and place this right in front of you, almost like right underneath your head. We're going to do a little twist in Uttanasana here. So your right hand will place itself down onto the block or whatever prop you're using. Take an inhale, place your left hand onto your lower back. Just pause for a moment. Whenever you're ready for another inhale, you're going to reach your heart and elongate your spine forward. And as you exhale, you're going to twist to the left side, so away from the bottom hand. And you can either leave the back hand on your lower back here, or you can reach it up to the sky. And again, I want you to be tuned into how your body feels and see what you need. So my neck is a little tight today. I'm just going to leave the hand on my back. But reach the crown of your head forward, press your feet into the ground, press your hand into the block or the ground, and take a couple more breaths here. Slowly with your next exhale, you can release and come back into a regular forward fold. Let's do the other side. All we have to do is to switch it up is take the left hand into the block or your prop, the right hand onto your lower back. Use the inhale to stretch the spine and heart forward. Use the exhale to twist to the right side. Hand can be up or down. You might need to bend one knee. That's absolutely fine. You do you. And again, you're just tuning into the sensations of your body rather than feeling like you have to arrive at a certain place. Take a couple more breaths. Really press the feet and the bottom hand down. Take a slow exhale and release into regular Uttanasana. Take an inhale for a halfway lift when you're ready. Exhale, fold forward again. Press your feet down, bend your knees. And as you inhale, I want you to sweep your arms wide, heart open all the way up to the sky, letting your fingertips touch, but letting your gaze be straight ahead. Exhale your hands into Samastiti and just rest the thumbs on the center of the chest. Take a little moment for yourself. And, often we talk about making an intention for the practice or a dedication for the practice. I would love it if today you could dedicate your practice to yourself. So if there's something you need or something you would like to receive from your practice today, please go ahead and ask for that. You are worth everything that you desire. And then slowly rest the arms alongside the body with an exhale for Tadasana. We're going to do 3 slow, mindful Surya Namaskar A. So press your feet down. Take an inhale, sweep the hands up and open. And if you want to count your breath, we're going to be roughly taking each breath for a count of 4. Slow exhale into forward fold. So sometimes we rush these. Today we're slowing them down. Inhale, halfway lift, look up and lengthen. As you exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank and lower your knees, chest, chin to the floor. Keep the elbows tight to the body. Slow inhale for cobra. Exhale, press it back to downward facing dog, remembering that you can always put your knees down and take child's pose if you're conserving energy today. If you're in downward facing dog, try and find this stillness, try and find this observer status of your body, of your breath, of your mind. You're just here doing yoga. It's all good. And if your mind is very busy, this is where it's really nice just to count your inhales and exhales for 4, just to focus the mind and not get caught up in the thinking, but come back to the practice. Whenever you're ready for an exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and you can tippy toe or step your feet to the front of the mat. Take your hands on your shins or on the floor as you inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, fold and release the head completely. Press the feet down, bend your knees as needed. Wide inhale, sweeping the arms up to the sky, but just keep your gaze straight ahead. No need to look up today. Exhale, hands to the heart center. We're going to do 2 more slow mindful sun salutations like that. So just notice if you're like gagging to get moving and just slow everything down. Use an exhale to relax the arms alongside the body. Press your feet down. Take a slow, wide inhale, sweeping the hands up, but gaze straight ahead. Tuck the belly button in as you exhale. Take a swan dive down to the floor, shins on the floor. Sorry, hands on shins on floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back to plank, lower down knees, chest, chin, or all the way down to the floor in chaturanga. Inhale for cobra, up dog. Keep the shoulders low as you exhale it back to downward facing dog. We'll take 3 breaths here. Let the head relax completely, and they're long breaths. No need to rush. And sometimes it's nice to have a slower and steadier practice, especially in the middle of the day, if the beginning of the day has been very rushed. So this is why we are deliberately just slowing things down. Take a slow breath out whenever you're ready. Begin to bend the knees, look forward, hop, step, jump your feet to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, long spine here. Exhale, release. Press the feet down, bend your knees as needed. Inhale, sweep wide and open and up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. There's no rush. Whenever you're ready for an inhale, feet press down, sweep the heart up and open, belly button tucks in. Exhale, dive it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale, step back to plank, lower everything down to the earth. Slow inhale, cobra up dog. Whenever you're ready, take it back to downward facing dog. Take 3 mindful breaths, counting your breaths if you need to. Otherwise, just long, equal breath in and out through the nose. Keep your hands pushing the floor away from you. Take another breath here. When that exhale begins to arrive, bend the knees, look forward, bring the feet to the top of the mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, relax the head completely. Press the feet down. No rush, but take that big sweeping inhale up to the sky, palms touch, gaze forward. Exhale the hands into heart center. All right, beautiful work. We're going to flow a little bit more because we want that glow on. Exhale, relax the arms next to your body. Bring the feet together in preparation for Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend the knees deeply as you arrive at an inhale. Sweep the floor with your hands. Lift the heart and the fingertips and just pause, not the breath, pause the body. Just sit low. Weight is on the heels. Belly button is to spine. Shoulders are relaxed. If your shoulders are tight today, just bring the hands to the heart center. Keep breathing here. And then when you're ready for the exhale, you can forward fold Uttanasana, straighten the legs. Inhale, look up and lengthen. As you exhale, we're going to step back to plank and lower everything down to the floor. Inhale for cobra. Keep those shoulders low again. Exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. All right, let's move on a little bit. So firm arms as you inhale, right leg all the way up to the sky. Press through the heel. Exhale as you quietly bring the right foot between the hands. I want you to just check and make sure the feet are hip width apart. The front knee is over the ankle, and then drop the back knee down in preparation for Anjaneyasana. So just make sure your front ankle doesn't go forward, front knee doesn't go forward of the ankle. Press your feet down, squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale, rise up. Your hands can be up to the sky, lifting from the back of the heart. The other nice one is to bend your elbows and grab opposite elbows. And then imagine you're pulling your elbows apart. And this just gives a little bit more space in the shoulders, a little bit more stretch along the sides of the waist. You do you, what feels good. Remember, you're observing your body here. There's no place you're trying to arrive at. It's just an experience we're trying to have here together on the mat. Breathe all the breath out. Take an inhale, maybe stretch the fingertips to the sky. With your exhale, you're going to bring your hands to heart center and just pause. We're going to do a reverse prayer twist. So inhale, spine goes long first. Steady your back foot. As you exhale, you're going to bring the arms across the body. So that left elbow will go in the center of the thigh or all the way across to the outside edge of the thigh. Press the hands together so you can twist. If you want to lift the back knee up, you can. You're more than welcome to do so. Really lengthen through the spine. Feel the back of your neck go smooth, crown of the head moving forward. Breathe deeply. So tough pose, but we're slow and steady with it. Slow exhale as you release, let your hands come either side of the front foot. If this back knee is down, I want you to tuck the toes, lift the back knee up, and place the back foot firmly and fully on the earth. Again, look down, make sure your legs are hip width apart at least. We're going to keep this front knee bent and you come into side angle. So you can either rest the right forearm on the thigh or take a block or your hand onto the floor. And then left hand sweeps to the sky first, then reach it overhead. Don't let the belly turn down. You want to open the belly and the heart to the sky and keep the front knee deeply bent, feet firmly on the floor. Keep breathing. You're doing great. Getting a little heat, getting a little glow with our flow. Take another moment here. Look down at your front foot. You're going to go into Trikonasana. So all you do with the exhale is press your front foot down, straighten the front leg, drag that front hip underneath you. And if your arm is over head towards the top of your mat, reach it up to the sky. You might need to adjust your block, turn it up or down, or adjust your hand. Keep the heart opening up to the ceiling. Breathe deeply, strong feet on the floor. Allow yourself to feel a little bit expansive here. Take a couple more breaths. You're doing great. Just the fact you made it to yoga today is amazing. We are going to do the full Trikonasana series here. So look down at your front foot, press both feet down, exhale. Inhale, come up to standing. Take your hands on your hips. turn your belly and your hips to face the front of your mat. That's kind of hard to do. So I'm going to move my back foot in and out slightly. So I've got a shorter stance here. And this is also why I've got blocks handy in case my hands don't reach the floor. With your hands on your hips, take an inhale, long spine. Keep your right hand in your hip crease and gently press that back as your heart and spine and head reach forward, parallel to the floor to start with. If that is good enough, you can always place your hands on your thigh or your shin. If you want to go a little lower, keep that lengthening of the spine, but place blocks under the hands or your hands on the floor. Keep breathing here. If you've got lots of space, you might be able to fold further forward and touch your lower belly to the top of your thigh. All is well if you can't do that. Again, we're looking for experience rather than outcome here today. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Take a couple more breaths. And here the stretch is underneath the front leg. You might also have a bit of stretch on the back leg, especially if you're actively pressing this back heel down, which is a nice thing to do in this pose. Take one more breath. Let the breath go. All right, we are going to turn this Trikonasana. So we're going to twist it. And I like to use a block. So left hand down. I prefer on the inside of my front foot for a little more space, but you can take your hand on the block on the outside of your front foot. You're going to press that left hand firmly into the earth and take your right hand on your right rib cage. When you're ready for an inhale, gently turn the right rib cage and the chest open to the right. Don't lose contact with the back heel. You can either take this right hand, your top hand on your lower back, or reach it up to the sky. But spiral the spine so it feels like the crown of your head is reaching forward, and continue to be mindful of the breath. You're observing your body, you're observing your breath. You might even be observing all kinds of thoughts in this pose. Don't let those take you over. It's just part of the experience. Take another moment here. Use a slow exhale to bring both hands down either side of your front foot. You're going to jump your back foot back, so you're in a longer stance, and bend the front knee so that you are in a low lunge again. Place the back foot down, press both feet down on an exhale. We're going to reverse our warrior. So use your inhale to spiral the arms up, back hand down, right hand to the sky. And again, just melt the top shoulder, reach the fingertips up and then back. Make sure the front knee stays bent. Breathe deeply. Beautiful work. Keep that back shoulder melting as well. Press the feet down, maybe get a little bigger in the pose. Use your next exhale. Keep the legs where they are. Spiral the hands down so your left hand comes inside your front foot. Turn the back heel up. We're going to twist it. When you're ready for an inhale, twist your spine over to the right side. That top hand can go to the sky, or on your lower back, you can always put the back knee down if you need a little bit more support today. Beautiful work. Lengthen through the spine, almost like you feel as if you're putting space between the vertebrae. Take another beat. Slowly exhale, both hands either side of the front foot. Inhale back to plank. We're going to flow through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga all the way down to the floor. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, press it back to downward facing dog or child's pose for 3 breaths. So if you just want a little more rest in your life today, put those knees down, relax, breathe easy. Take another breath. We're in no rush. Let all the breath go through the nose or the mouth on the exhale. I'm going to do the other side. Inhale, left leg goes high. Really push through the left heel. Exhale, left foot steps quietly between the hands. Just look down to make sure the legs are hip width apart. You're in a low lunge to begin with, and that the front knee is over the ankle and not in front of the ankle. Drop the back knee down and squeeze the inner thighs. As you inhale, come up for Anjaneyasana. And just notice if your front knee has moved forward in front of your ankle, you want to just scoot the front foot forward a little bit. So again, a couple of options. Hands can be to the sky, or you can bend the elbows. See if you can cross your elbows in the forearms in the other way. Feels a little funky, you'll know what I mean. And then if you're using this forearm grab or elbow grab, you're just going to gently imagine you're pulling the elbows away. And try not to sink into the lower back. Try and lift through both sides of the waist, the back of the heart here. Soft gaze looking forward rather than up to the sky. Nice, long, smooth, deep breaths. And again, if you've wandered away to your mind or you've wandered away somewhere else, just bring your awareness back to the experience of your body, the experience of your breath. Use your next inhale to reach the fingertips high. As you exhale, bring the hands to heart center, and we'll prepare for this reverse prayer twist. Long inhale as you lengthen the spine in preparation. Exhale, you're twisting left side, so towards the front leg. That elbow goes in the center of the thigh, or it goes all the way across to the outside of the thigh. Press your hands together for the twist. Hug your left hip in. If you want to lift your back knee up, you are so welcome to do that. Again, you're choosing what you need and the experience that feels best for you. Long, deep breaths. You're still lengthening through the spine, even though you're in the twist. Feet are solid on the floor. You're doing great. And your next exhale is going to gently land your hands either side of your front foot as you release the pose. All right. So tuck your back toes. If your back knee is not already off the floor, lift it off the floor, then place the back foot firmly on the earth. The entirety of your foot is on the floor. The front knee stays bent. We're preparing for side angle. So you can rest your forearm on the thigh and sweep your hands to the sky, or you can use a block on the inside or outside of your front leg. All good. Fingertips to the sky to begin with. Make sure that front knee stays bent. Keep the chest rolling open to the ceiling, and then reach this top hand all the way towards the front of your mat. But don't let your belly turn down. You want to keep that opening of the heart upwards. Seal the outer edge of your back foot to the floor. Keep breathing deeply. Keep stretching. You've totally got this. Another breath here. As you begin to look down at your front foot, if you remember, it's Trikonasana. So as you breathe out, press the front foot down and straighten the front leg. And if your hand is towards the front of the mat, you're going to want to bring that up to the sky. All right, so just notice if you need to adjust your block or adjust where your hand is so that you can keep opening the heart upwards. Really press the feet down, almost as like the pressure of the feet into the earth helps you spiral and open towards the sky. Long, deep, spacious breaths here. You're in the experience of your practice, not worrying about what your Trikonasana looks like. As long as your Trikonasana feels amazing, then all is well in the world. Take another couple of breaths. Breathe all the breath out through the nose as you press your feet down, and you're going to inhale and come up to standing. Hands are on the hips, hips turn forward. You're probably going to need to bring your back foot in and out slightly so you can turn the hips completely forward. And just get that steadiness. So you want the back heel down, you want the front big toe pressing down. As we head to pyramid pose, blocks might be handy as well. So left hand is on the left hip, and just gently use that hand to press the left hip crease back as you work your spine ahead and heart forward. You might pause at this parallel place. Decide if that's already enough. If it's very strong in the back of your leg, stay there. You can support yourself with hands on the leg or hands on the block. If you want to go further, you can use blocks. You can take your hands on the floor, but keep the left hip moving back heel down, heart and head moving forward. And again, if you've got lots of space today, you might try and stick the lower belly and the rib cage to the left thigh. Keep breathing deeply. Strong legs, but relaxed mind. Head is also relaxed for 2 more breaths. And if you remember, our next pose is twisted trikonasana. So take your final exhale in pyramid, and then place the right hand down on the block, or maybe even the floor. You can also just use your leg for support. Again, I like to use the inside as a bit more space, but you can take the block of the hand all the way to the outside of your front foot. You do you. That hand presses down as you take the left hand to the left rib cage, and you're going to use an inhale to literally spiral the rib cage open to the left side. Try not to lose the grip of the back heel. You can leave your hand there. You can take it up to the sky, but keep moving this left hip back and try and remain spacious if you can, even though it's a twisted posture. So the back, upper back and neck and head are all reaching forward. Keep breathing, find space wherever you can. And rather than pushing, just imagine you're easing into the pose. Take one more breath. It's a tough pose. Take a slow exhale as you bring both hands down to the blocks or to the floor. You're going to bend your front knee so it's over your ankle and just hop this back foot all the way back. So you're in a low lunge again. You might check that the feet are hip width apart. You're going to place the back foot down on the floor. Exhale, feet down. Inhale, spiral for that reverse warrior. Back hand down, left hand to the sky. Melt both shoulders. Make sure the front knee stays bent. And then again, just strong legs, but softly reach this top hand up and back to create a little bit more space in the body. Melt everything around the face, the jaw, the neck, the shoulders. Be in the experience of your breath in your body, of the practice. Take another breath. Keep your legs where they are, but use your next exhale to spiral the hands down. So this back hand comes all the way forward inside your front foot. Turn the back heel up. Use an inhale to twist everything to the left side. So you can always put the back knee down if you need a little bit more support. Left hip is hugging in, heart and head reaching forward. Beautiful work. One more breath here. Enjoy this rinsing twist. And use your exhale to take the top hand on the outside of the front foot. Inhale your way back to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to the earth. Slow, mindful breath and movement. Inhale, open the heart for cobra or up dog. As you exhale, press it back to downward facing dog. Take an inhale, let the hips press up and back again. As you exhale, bend the knees, look forward, tippy toe, hop, step, jump your feet to the front of the mat, bring your feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, let the head relax. Bend the knees deeply. We're going to complete in Utkatasana chair pose. Inhale, sweep the hands and heart up to the sky. Belly button to spine. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Very, very nice. Whatever your dedication to yourself was for your practice today, just remember that. Bring that in to the last part of our practice if you've already forgotten it. We're all human. Exhale, arms next to the body. Take a big inhale, sweep up and open, maybe even a little back bend. As you exhale, take a big swan dive and come into this forward fold. Relax the head. Inhale, halfway lift here. We're just going to flow through. Exhale, step it back to plank. Lower everything down to the earth. Inhale for that cobra and just stay. So not up dog so much unless you're kind of gagging for up dog, but I want you to roll the shoulder blades down again and then just turn your gaze to the left side to stretch the neck. Turn the gaze to the right side to stretch the neck. Come back to center and exhale into child's pose. Just for a couple of breaths, you can have hands out in front of you or hands behind you towards your heels. Usually that's nice if your shoulders are a little tighter. Just a couple of breaths here. And if you need to breathe out through the mouth just to clear out whatever has accumulated today or this week and make space for the rest of the day and your weekend, maybe take another exhale through the mouth. Just let the breath go. And wherever you are, just bring your hands underneath your shoulders so you can lift your gaze and come to rest on your shins, like you're standing on your shins with your legs hip width apart. So we're going to do what I call some flowing camel ustrasana. If you have something that you just need to release or somebody that annoyed you today that you want to let go of, you're going to imagine that that's what you're doing, or any emotions you're like, that's not good for me right now. So standing on your shins, take a big inhale, sweep the arms to the sky, and you're going to exhale. We'll do it slowly, the first one. Flick the fingers back as you bring your buttocks towards the heel. So it's like a sweeping motion back. So inhale through the nose, exhale, flip it back. And you can do that with your mouth or your nose. Inhale through the nose, exhale, back. We're going to do 5 more. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, release. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Inhale, cool in. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale. This time you can stay with your hands to the sky, or you can come into a more stretchy version of Ustrasana, camel pose. Bring your hands onto the tops of your buttocks, drawing your shoulder blades and elbows together, or maybe even your hands down to the backs of your thighs, or even tucking your toes and bringing your hands towards your heels. Whatever works for you. Just take a little bit of a front body stretch here. So pressing your thighs forward, and again, really lengthening through both sides of the waist, lifting from the back of your heart and not your lower back. If your neck feels okay and you want to drop your head back, you can. All options are good options always. Take another breath. Bring chin to chest, and then exhale, release, and just come to sit on your heels. Bringing one hand onto your heart center and just tuning into your own heart wisdom for a moment. Being in the experience of your breath, of your body, of your mind. Beautiful work. All right, if your eyes are closed, open your eyes, drop to one hip so you can bring your feet out in front of you. And we are going to bring the soles of our feet together in Baddha Konasana. So if you like to do this pose sitting on a block or a cushion, you're so welcome to do this. And rather than have your heels very, very close to your groin today, I want you to make more of a diamond shape so your heels are a bit further away from your pelvis. All right, so hands beside the hips to begin with. Let your knees drop open to the side, soles of the feet together. Inhale, lengthen the spine first. As you exhale, you're going to walk your hands forward and see if you can grab onto your shins or ankles. And just keep lengthening the spine as you fan the elbows out and just fold a little bit further forward. If you can reach your feet, it's always nice to massage the arches of your feet. Begin to soften the gaze here. And if you feel like you're holding your head up, I want you to just let your head drop. Take 2 more breaths. Use the grip of your hands on your legs or feet to gently inhale, press up, and we're going to turn this into a twist. This is going to be hard to do if your heels are too close to your body, so feel free to make a bigger diamond shape with your legs. You're going to take your right hand and you're going to slide it palm facing down underneath your right knee or calf. It depends how much space you've got. You're going to slide that out almost as like you're trying to tuck your shoulder, but unless you're crazy bendy, in a wonderful way, that might not happen. And then I want you to take your left hand on your left rib cage and just gently roll the left rib cage open. Take a moment to lengthen the spine and heart forward. And you can leave the hand there, or you can reach it up to the sky, or even take it behind your head and gently press your skull into the hand. So gentle twist, but nice, getting into the hips and the groin as well. Lengthening through the side waist. Take a couple more breaths. Let all the breath go. And just relax that top hand down. take it to your leg or to the floor, and inhale, unwind this right arm. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So take the left hand and arm palm facing down underneath the left leg, and whatever way works for you, just going to reach it out as far as you can go. Take the right hand on the right rib cage, roll it open to the sky on an inhale, lengthen the spine forward on an exhale, and then see if you want to take this top hand up, maybe behind your head or in any other position that feels good for you. Remember, we're here for the experience. Keep breathing, let your hips be heavy, let the knees keep dropping out. Nice, easy breaths. A couple more rounds here. You're almost there. And then let all the breath go as you release this top hand down. Support yourself. Unravel the bottom hand. And then take the legs wide. And we will take a twisted Upavishta Konasana. So make sure that you can feel your sit bones and your buttocks level underneath you. And you're going to have the backs of your knees pressing down, your ankles flexed so your toes are to the sky. If that's already hard work, don't worry about it. There's always options. If you want to sit on a cushion, also a great option. When you're ready, hands beside the hips. Inhale, long spine here, and you can sweep the arms up. So we're going to exhale, twist to the right side to begin with. The right hand comes behind you and your left hand is across the body. Try and have a straight spine so you're not rounding your back body. Lift through the crown of your head and just take a couple of breaths in the twist. Nice and easy. All right. So the back hand is going to stay behind you for the moment. You're going to release the front hand and slide it down your left leg. So same arm, same leg. Slide it down just enough that you don't feel your heart turning down. As soon as you feel your heart turning down, you've gone too far. So you want the chest to be open. Grab onto whatever you can grab, and then take this back hand and inhale it to the sky. Couple of options. You can place it behind your head for support, or you can reach it towards your other hand. But don't turn the chest down. We're trying to roll the chest open, keep the right hip pressing down into the floor, and stretch through both sides of your waist here. Breathe deeply. Relax the face, neck, jaw, even if you have to turn the face down because that makes your neck happier. It's all good. And again, we're not trying to get the hands on the foot here. We're trying to have an experience of a beautiful deep stretch. So observe that happening, observe your breath. Take another full cycle of breath. And let the breath go. Press your legs down as you inhale and come back up. And exhale your arms next to your hips again. All right, we do the same thing, other side. Surprise, surprise. Yogis go both ways. Take an exhale through the nostrils. Inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky, lower belly's tucked in. Exhale, you're twisting left side this time. So it's the left hand behind you and the right arm that is coming across the body. Keep the ankles flexed, keep the back of the knees pressing down. Have a straight spine as you relax your shoulders and take a couple of breaths here. All right, so we're going to do the same thing other side. This front arm is going to slide down the same leg, so right hand, right leg, as far as you go, not so far that you start to turn your chest down. And then sweep the back hand up to the sky and either take it behind your head and relax your head into that hand, or reach it all the way towards, and I say towards, not necessarily touching the right foot. So don't lose the turning of the rib cage up. You want to keep that open, keep lengthening through both sides of your waist, keep the left hip down. Breathe deeply. And again, just find a place where your neck can be at ease for a couple more breaths. Let all the breath go. There's no rush. Press your legs down, then inhale. Back to send your fingertips to the sky. We're going to fold forward. Exhale, bring the hands to touch the floor in front of you. If you're like, that's too much today, take the hands behind you and just fold forward as much as feels good for you. Always remembering that you're not trying to get your face on the floor, but we are trying to attach our lower belly to the earth, in which case we all remember that it's a practice rather than a destination. And if for some reason your belly is on the floor today, also amazing. Just make sure that you are pressing your buttocks down back behind you and your heels are also pressing into the floor. Everybody can let their gaze be soft, let the back of the neck be smooth and the shoulders relaxed. And we'll take 5 more breaths here. Maybe a breath or two out through the mouth if that feels good. Last exhale in your own time. Let all the breath go. Support yourself with the hands on the earth and slowly use your inhale to come up. Beautiful work. Take your hands underneath your knees. Come into your version of a comfortable seat for a little bit of pranayama before we hit relaxation, because I would not want you to be, we all need a little bit of relaxation to help us glow, but we also need our breath to help us glow. So whatever your version is of a comfortable seat, be here, be with a nice straight spine, be with your shoulders relaxed. And we are going to take Nadi Shodhana, which is a very balancing breath. So you can turn your left palm open to the sky, thumb and first finger together, other fingers extended. Just let the back of your left hand rest on the leg. Take your other hand, your right hand up to your face. Your first 2 fingers are going to touch the space between your eyebrows, and you're going to use your thumb to open and close the right nostril, and one of your other fingers to open and close the left nostril. Breathe the breath out through both nostrils. When you're ready, close the right side. You're going to inhale left side for roughly a count of 4. Close left, exhale right for a count of 6. Inhale right side for 4. So the inhale is only for 4. Close the right side and exhale left side for 6. A little bit of lunar qualities to bring calm into your day. Inhale left side for 4. Close and exhale right side for 6. Inhale right side for 4. Close and exhale left side for 6. Keep going, but in time with your own breath rather than my voice. Inhale left side whenever you're ready. Make your own count for 4, and then when you're ready for the exhale, it's your exhale for 6 in your own time. Keep going. The inhale is always for 4, and the exhale is always for 6. And then you're going to take 3 more full rounds. So this lengthening of the exhale helps us rest more in the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the part of our nervous system which helps us be calm and relaxed. And if you have very busy days, or your phone is pinging a lot, or you have a lot of emails and meetings, then it is definitely better to pay attention and to try to be in the more of the rest and digest phase rather than what they call the fight or flight phase. You're probably almost there whenever you next breathe out through the left side nostril, and there is no rush if you've just started another round. I want you to breathe out through the left side to complete that round, and then slowly rest both hands in the lap. take another moment here just to feel this equilibrium, this calm wash over you. Bring yourself back to the dedication to yourself for your practice. And when with your eyes remaining lowered or closed, I want you to unravel yourself and lie down in Shavasana. So even though it's a Thursday and even though it's lunchtime, you are still very deserving of and welcome to take Shavasana. So stretch your legs out, roll down, whatever props you need are all good. Cushions, blankets, eye pillows, puppies, children. Just find yourself lying down on your mat and give yourself this time to take a little bit of rest. And so rest is one of the biggest things we can do to help us glow throughout the rest of the day and the week. And so I want you to just really focus on letting yourself relax completely on your mat, letting your breath be very gentle and smooth. You don't need any kind of special breathing pattern right now. You are literally just giving yourself some rest in Shavasana. And again, just reminding yourself that there's no perfect version of Shavasana. There's no special thing your mind or breath or body needs to be doing right now. Whatever is going on is the perfect thing for you in this very moment. Feeling your body soften, feeling your body welcome in whatever it needs to receive, letting this beauty of the practice, the wisdom that the practice holds, feed itself into every cell of your body. Nothing for you to do, nowhere else for you to be, just here in this moment over and over again. And just notice if you feel relaxed, or you feel like you're already thinking about the rest of the day, and just know that that's all okay. You're always so welcome to follow the sensation of your breath moving in and out through the nose, in and out through the body, as a way to help you deepen the last few moments of relaxation. You can slowly begin to notice your breath a little more and maybe deepen your inhales and exhales, almost like your breath is waking you up and bringing you from your internal world to the external world, ready to continue with what has every chance of being an amazing day. So if you want to move the body, stretch your feet, stretch your hands, maybe circle the ankles and wrists, or even take your arms overhead and take a very big inhale and a very big stretch. Go ahead and do that. And in your own time, just roll yourself to one side and rock over to rest on whichever side feels natural for you, and just curl in for another breath or two, knowing that you always have whatever it is that you need inside you to continue on with your day. With your head heavy, press your hands into the earth and arrive back into your version of a comfortable seat, and just bring your hands to touch at heart center in Namaste. Take your time. You can leave your eyes lowered or closed as you gaze down towards your fingertips. And just really take this final moment of appreciation for yourself, for turning up, for being curious, for being an observer of the experience that your body, mind, and breath was offering you today, and to continue this sense of gratitude and appreciation for the ancient practice of yoga. Whenever you're ready, you can bring your thumbs to your third eye space, bow down in respect for yourself, the practice all the yogis practicing around the world now and always. Namaste. And especially, why not inhale, take your arms wide, open your heart, and then wrap your arms around you and give yourself a big lunchtime hug. I hope this flow has you glowing. We are back next Thursday, as well as lots of other days next week. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining, and namaste.